The Pac-12, a Western institution and the Conference of Champions more than 100 years. And today we get to crown another. It's an intriguing matchup as these teams battle for this conference trophy and continue the proud legacy of this league. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. First down here for this offense. Look at him out throwing here to start the drive. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
So not only does he get his first completion in the game, and that's great, but probably a good way to start this game, just to be able to settle into the game and start to be able to go out there and make plays for this offense.
Runs right over the defender. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Man tackled after a small pickup there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Trying to extend the play. Trying to create here on the move. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. That's an explosive gain. They've got him, but they gain all the way to the 28. The Utes looking to keep this drive rolling. He's going to hand this off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looks like he's going to run it. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. And the Utes lining up here on 1st and 10. Ball handed off. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. quarterback dropping back. Looking right. This one caught. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Utah. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field to put this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's going to pull it down and run. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the first down, but he gave him a shot. I think he'll get some love from his guys for that effort.
On the return, it's Williams. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Utah offense takes the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. They bring him down right at the 20.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And here comes a deep shot. Oh, that one's picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Kicking team out for the PAT try. is good. Now they get set to kick it away. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the offense back out on the field now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series. Almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The pocket breaking. Nowhere to go, and the ball is knocked loose. The offense recovers it. They maintain possession, but lose a bunch of yards. And the Utes will have to punt this one away. We'll see what he can do with the return. The coverage team brings him down, and that will do it for the first period of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it go quickly. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Some really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with are defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Third down coming up after that running play. And he drops back in the gun. Quick throw to his receiver. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
The Sun Devils line it up with first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
And he scores. Touchdown, ASU.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Utah offense takes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Bites off a defender. I tried to use this stiff arm there, but the defense corrals him quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here, because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice first down.
Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
The Utes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. Running out of time in the pocket. And the senior calls his own number. Keeps this drive moving.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking for 6. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Utes. Methodical but effective. They're probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Looking for the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line.
That's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Quarterback drops back. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Sun Devils will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down. And the drive keeps going. And the Sun Devils are in the red zone. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Tight end makes the grab, but he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He steps out of bounds, but more than enough yardage to set up 1st and goal.
Love that big target on 3rd down. He's got great athletic ability, but it's his size that creates such a matchup advantage. And when you get to 3rd down, just put it up in the air and let him come down with it.
And they're trying to punch it in here. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. And they'll set up with a PAT. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And there's the handoff. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Utes will kick this away to get the second half going. This one will be fair caught. And back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And it works. The first down to the 35.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, Here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
They stop him with the 47, but that's enough for a first down. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
Important second down play coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. Ball is free in the backfield. It's a turnover.
This offense just blew an opportunity to have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
They're going to run it. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Delivers quickly to the left side. And the ball is picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field, looking to protect the football and protect the lead. They fumbled it away last time. Fights through a tackle. And he'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Sun Devils. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Attack on the PAT. It's a 2-touchdown lead now, 28-14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Utes offense takes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First down. We're going to throw the football. Defenses, and they heave it deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on him.
He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The gain makes it second and medium. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack because right now, this isn't working.
It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, a second down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
He pulls it in for a big gain. And they stop it, but not before. An explosive play moves the ball all the way to the 32. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Handoff to the back. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He stopped, and he gets a 1st down.
Well, this quarterback is on flat foot. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Touchdown, ASU. This offense cannot be stopped. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Utah offense takes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Boy, when this guy gets out of the pocket and starts to create, you kind of hold your breath knowing what he can do. But how about the defense here? They did a good job of forcing him to throw and taking away this.
Looking for a deep completion. Oh, and he cannot hold on. A chance at a 4th interception by this defense here today. Does bring up 4th down. And the Utes will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Bringing pressure. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. They'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
There you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36. The Sun Devils will have 1st and 10 here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. Keeping it on the ground here. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the 1st down. He's got it for a big gain.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
1st and goal, handoff. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. And the quarterback will just sneak it now.
Well, I don't blame him to go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the 1st down. But, hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the 1st down.
The offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs this drive. This one is 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Arizona State. And the route is on. Sam Van Cunningham, Bo Jackson. That's a play that legendary running backs have made.
And let's not forget Herschel Walker. Yeah, it's right. You're thinking of old school running backs. Very rare to see backs go up and over at the goal line. It's refreshing. Nice to see.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Utah offense takes the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat. And
that deep shot is caught for a big gain. An explosive game, big play, moves the ball inside the 40. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They'll earn the 1st down, but pay for it with a hard hit. A new set of downs after that completion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes a quick catch. That's a big hit at the end, but he earned a fresh set of downs.
I really like the throw here, Chris, but the fake off the play action was just as effective. You saw the second-level defenders freeze for a split second, and that helps open those passing windows.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. He's running out of time here. Pass caught, can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Utah.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Tackle made after just a short game.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
And the Sun Devils will line up on 1st and 10. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Oh, that's exactly what you don't want to do as a running back here in the fourth quarter. Working with the lead, it's all about eating up that clock and keeping the ball on the ground, which they tried to do. But now he stops the clock by going out of bounds.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whatever we feel like doing.
Single back, takes the handoff. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And this one is getting ugly. In a conference championship game, this quarterback, this receiver, having a performance we are never going to forget.
You know, at this point, I'm just kind of sitting back, just enjoying it. I don't even know what to say from an analytical standpoint because it just keeps happening over and over again. But it sure is fun to just sit back and watch these guys execute.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Utah offense takes the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. And completion makes it 2nd and short. And he'll set up to throw. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
And it's caught. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Looking to throw it on first down. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. And the Utes are in the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it near the end zone. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well.
They pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
And they've got him again. That ferocious pass rush. Back-to-back sacks.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Look out, he's got some space. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. A solid return to set up his offense. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
What a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves conference champions. That's a tremendous achievement, but we have to wait and see what the committee decides to do and if they'll get an invite to the college football playoff. And that is going to